What's up, y'all? I just cut the camera on and woke up late, lazy week, start work next week. So the job search thing has not ended, but ended. So I have a lot of free time on my hands. So my mind is clear and I'm able to think about things and, just be in it. I like just being in it. I have a lot to say about, the Ferguson thing and the Garner thing and Pharrell and Charles Barkley and the funk. And I was thinking that I really like my position, where I'm positioned. Freedom and independence, and to say what I want to say, how I want to say it, when I want to say it, has always been very important to me, to the point I used to say I'll sleep under a bridge. I will sleep under a bridge to maintain the space to think and to say what I want. And with the internet, I could do it in my home, since I'm already a techie geek. It's fun for me to set up webcams and electronics and internets to do this, and I can do it from the comfort of my own home. It's like a dream. The internet is like a dream to me. And started this way back, before I had web pages. Before, basically, there were web pages. Then MySpace came along. First AOL, and Prodigy, CompuServe, and AOL, and then websites, and then public forums on the internet. Now Facebook. MySpace was in there, and now Facebook. And the audience that I have or don't have is important to me, even if it's only an illusion to who or what I think I'm talking to or conversing to. It's always been, I wouldn't say important to me, but it's always been a major factor that I had something to express to. Like my first daily in 1997, which could be like one of the first blogs ever, where someone just put on the internet and talked to an imaginary audience. You just talk, and I started that in 1997 because I had broken up with a girlfriend or something. We weren't talking anymore, and I needed something to express at. And ever since then, I've been, full speed ahead. A lot of people are just getting into this internet stuff and expressing themselves, and more so hearing opposing opinions. A lot of people were able to stay, safe in their little secure think tank where everybody, pretty much agreed with it. But now you put something on Facebook, everybody can respond back. And another thing about Facebook I like is that the people. There's the friends thing in combination with you're technically supposed to use your real name, kind of makes it, you can't be too anonymous anymore. It's a little trickier being anonymous or being somebody that you're not. Sure, people have done it and they built, profiles, I'm sure, and got away with it. But that, it's hard to go on Facebook or something and say something crazy or ludicrous when your mother, daughter, sister, and son, or father is actually on he can hear what you say. And friends from way back, you just can't go on there talking crazy. Your friends be saying, "What is he talking about? He was never like that." I remember him when he was in high school. No. And I just love it all. I just love sharing this way. And I really like, as I was saying, the position I'm in. I wrote a long time ago in the dailies that if you have friends or family or a spouse or a girlfriend or boyfriend, that relationship will shrink the space that you can express. You have a certain, I don't want to say responsibility or obligation or something like that to the people around you, basically not to hurt their feelings. You don't want to hurt anybody. I don't ever want to hurt anybody's feelings. I don't ever want to hurt anybody. I never want to hurt anybody, but I do want to shake some folks up. I want to shake them up every day. Every day I want to say something that's just a little farther out there. And in doing that, sometimes you hurt somebody's feelings. And that's never my intention, but it's always been my intention since the first time I created a webpage, peopleon1.com. I said, this is going to be a place where I totally control it. No one can tell me what to say or not to say. I'm express what the hell I want, how the hell I want it, and whenever I want it. And I use the word hell in there because back then I was a tad, not angry, but frustrated or whatever, that every time you post something or something, I had a restriction. There was always a restriction. This is, you could even say like, oh, this is my forum. You can't talk that way. You go to somebody else's forum or Prodigy. Oh, they would censor you. But I finally had a place. It could be public, seen by a lot of people. I totally controlled where I could say whatever I want, and it couldn't be shut down or censored. And since it was mine, I had freedom to go on any topic I want and didn't have to not having to answer to anybody. I think that's the whole thing I'm saying. Not having to answer to anybody. Though we have to always answer to somebody, build that space so big that the people you have to answer to, it's deep. And then after over so many years, people get used to you. Say, oh, that's Jeffery. He's gonna do that. That's just, it's the way he is. And I like that. That's, I guess, my way of pushing the space out from inside. Because when I came out as an atheist, I can remember the feeling I had going public. It was apprehension. I was nervous. The first day I logged on my website and actually put up there, my atheist stance way back then, because, back then it wasn't really talked about when I came out. It wasn't talked about. A lot of religious people or people believe they couldn't even talk to you. They wouldn't even talk to you or anything. You were the devil, because they had never heard anything like that. I met so many people who had never, ever even considered not believing in God, or even met an atheist. So back then I had to build an area or space where I could talk about this stuff and say what I wanted to say. Nowadays, people understand that there's atheists out there, and thanks to TV and media, the word atheist isn't a bad word anymore. You can hear it on TV now almost every day, in the news even. But that's, and as far as the funk goes, I really like the position I'm in as far as the funk goes. I'm not on anybody's payroll. I'm not obligated to anybody. Nobody pays my bills. So I'm free to express what I want. And I think that's more important to me than probably anything. And then actually even, quote unquote, being on the mothership, which was pretty much my dream for a long time, is to ride the mothership, But it may be that I'm just not a team player. You know, I'm a good. I'm a team player, and when I'm on the team, I do my best. But then after a while, my body language, and it becomes apparent that it's time for me to move on. You know, it's just time for me to move on, and I'm a move oner. You can look at my relationships, my jobs. I'm a move oner. You know, I just 3 years, 4 years, and I'm like, you know. But having said all that, I'm just in a good place right now. I'm in a very good place, and I'm losing weight. Funk is all around me. The atheist thing is on the move right where I think it should be. You know, I'm free, financially untroubled. I'm not financially secure yet, but I'm financially untroubled. Spiritually and mentally and physically, and I feel good. I feel really good, and I also realize that a lot of the things that happened to me, I asked for. Almost like 95% of the things that happened to me, I literally asked for. You know, not like going up and say, "Hey, could you fire me?" But you know, natural body language and disposition leads an employer. Employers say, "Oh, it's time for Jeffrey to go. It's time for Jeffrey to go." And it's never my work or my attitude or anything. It's like they do it out of not pity, but you know, it's time, man. You need to go. You know, you need to get out of here and go do something bigger and better, because you know you could be too good, and not that I'm too good or too efficient or whatever the word is. It can be disruptive if you're too good, for lack of a better word. It can be disruptive to the team if you're just too much of a superstar. Kobe Bryant, for instance. You know, sometimes the team plays better when the superstar isn't there. You know, and not that I'm a superstar or anything, but it can be disruptive if it could be, so opinionated, so bright. You know, with my personality, everybody's gonna know me. You know, when I walk into place, it's not like I'm hey, but it's not like I'm all quiet either. You know, because I get the work done. I'm efficient, personable. You know, I smile. I get along with everybody. People look at me and they don't. You know, first they're taken back by. Sometimes they're taken back by a black, happy, confident man with no agendas and no issues, and who's just wide open, and accepting, and not looking at them like, what are you gonna do to me? What are you? It's not a they, they or he. It's just like, hey, what's up, y'all? I've been here before. You can have such a bright personality, it can be disruptive to the team, but these are things I've learned to deal with, ego-wise. There's been bumps and bruises, little things that put you back in check, that you have to realize about how you voice your opinion sometimes, when you voice it. And when I'm on a job or doing work for somebody, it's not me. It's not for me. It's whatever they say goes. However they want it goes. Like if you're a player in the NBA, you work for the NBA. The NBA say you can't wear that t-shirt. You can't wear that t-shirt. You making all these millions of dollars, but the NBA dictates what you do and not do a large point. Even stars, music stars, certain things they can't do, certain things they can, under the threat of losing the income, or being on the payroll. But I just wanted to talk. Hope this came out. It's always good to reminisce, even if I don't post it. I can, have it to look at over the years when I get old and look back and say, here's what I was talking about in 2014. Look at old Jeffrey. Jeffrey, I put me on repeat and I play me all the time. Making good music too. I'm making good music that I'm very happy about. I'm very, very happy about the music I'm making. I'm getting the vocal thing down now. You know, I'm getting the vocal thing down. I actually sang out in public a couple times. Getting used to hearing the volume I should sing at and hear, you know, from the monitor, speaker, hear my voice. And I like what I can do. But of course, I need more practice, or I need some training, and I'm willing to do that. But hey, I love where I'm at. I love where I live. I love how I'm doing it. I am happy for the experiences that I've had, the relationships I've had, the relationships I have, people around me. It's, I mean, it's good. It can make you lazy too. That's one thing about humans. It can make you lazy. If things are too good, you can get lazy. Humans need that. Fear and anxiety, I've written a long time ago, are tools, or signs, or motivators. Or sometimes you need that. Anyway, peace, as they say.